Advanced Manual, Technical Briefing Project 1. It's an 8 to 10-minute speech. Briefings provide and explain important facts in a way that allows the audience to quickly grasp and apply those facts. Title: Master World Championship 2015 Las Vegas, the World Crises. This private, stress-filled briefing takes place in the future. August 15, 3 p.m. in Las Vegas at Caesars Palace Hotel and Casino. Please welcome the one and the only Cole GP.
Thank you very much, sir. So this semi-private press conference and briefing is here to clarify the facts. I have all the facts here, and everything you do not hear today is merely hearsay. And representing Toastmasters International, this is quite rare to be talking about death threats and having the government and the CIA involved. So we take this at Toastmasters very seriously. Let's go through some of the facts. And by the way, reporters, if you need to spell my name correctly, here it is, C-O-L-E. I don't want any misspellings. Anyone that spells it K-O-L-E will not be invited back to any future press conferences. All right, let's begin. Here in Las Vegas, the judges, chief judges, have voted, and the preliminary winner of the 2015 World Championship of Public Speaking is Mr. Park. And the background of Mr. Park: he escaped North Korea in the end of 2011, moved to South Korea, where he, in 2012, joined Korea University Toastmasters Club, District 93, Area 10, Thursday nights. Anyway, Mr. Park entered most of the contest, and this time he actually won and advanced all the way to compete in the World Championship of Public Speaking, which was quite a feat. So here's where the intrigue comes in. President of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, took umbrage at the fact that one of his escapees is actually competing in Toastmasters for South Korea. Note to the press, North Korea does not have a club. So this would be the only way he could compete in a country other than North Korea. Be that as it may, in the week before the contest began, the championship, we've received threats from the Supreme Leader of North Korea indicating that if Mr. Park does not win, a death threat will be issued on Mr. Park's life. Again, that's strange. So anyway, let's review. The winning speech title was, "I promise I'm not racist, but I don't like North Koreans." Obviously, the title in itself, you would think, would upset the North Koreans because it was quite an anti-North Korean speech. We'll get to that later. So that was the title. The judges still have voted that is the winning speech. And the judges' rule is final unless, and this is what happened, ladies and gentlemen. One of the judges had a thought that, I won't mention the gender because the judges are not to be identified. One of the judges thought that the speech was not inherently original. And Toastmasters is very strict on that. If the championship speech or even the semifinal is not original, the judges can rule that speech invalid and remove that from consideration and award the championship to the second place winner. So to create an air of fairness, we constructed a panel of judges to rule on that. And by law, we're required now to disclose where the judges are from. We picked judges, one judge from District 10, Northeast Ohio, another judge from District 96, British Columbia, and the third judge from District 87, Indonesia. The judges were put in the room and given 20 minutes to review the data because we don't have time. We have to go on with the contest. And the judges decided that, yes, this speech was not inherently original and overruled the votes and declared Mr. Park speech in the ballot, and he is not the winner. Next question you may have, how did we figure out in such a quick period of time that that the speech was not original? Let's go into detail. This is quite intriguing. Mr. Park, his first name actually is Canoga, or Canoga Park, his wife, this is strategic as well, his wife, Buena Park, is still in North Korea. And because of that, we're concerned about her safety. She was not able to escape with her husband and children. And for your notes in the background interview, or the background, we're not allowed to use the word interview, I'm sorry, because of the connotations of that word. Sorry about that. The children's names and ages are as follow. The youngest, age 3, is Balboa Park. Age 4, Baldwin Park. And the oldest children, Huntington Park, age 9, Menlo Park, age 11, and the oldest is Monterey Park, age 20. And they're all safely residing here in Nevada, which is really a coincidence. So they're all safe, but they're under security and tight security. But we were required by law to disclose their names. That's just part of how the CIA works. So how did we make this quick connection? One of the Toastmasters who is here today is actually a member of District 52 in Los Angeles County. And they inherently, I don't know how they did it, they heard the speech before. So we took that person to YouTube, in a room where we had access to the internet. He or she went on YouTube and showed us the original speech, which turned out to be quite similar to that speech, "I promise I'm not racist, but I don't like North Koreans." That particular speech was delivered by a person named Eno.
Anna.
Anna, right. I've got accent marks on here, so with the accent mark, it's Eno. I'm very phonetic and precise, and that's why I lead these precise things and have CIA approval. Well, thank you, madam. Anyway, the speech was delivered by Eno according to our panel of judges from the 3 districts. They watched the video on YouTube and said this does not qualify. So Mr. Park is not going to be announced as the winner, and we have taken extreme measures to provide for the security of Mr. Park. And actually, he is no longer in the state of Nevada. His location, I'm not allowed to disclose. In fact, I don't know where he is. They won't even tell me. So here's what we're going to take away from this. Toastmasters International takes security it's very important for us. And the fact that we're involved in death threats and all that might seem to be besmirching the Toastmaster image. But in fact, in this last week, since this has been announced and covered by the press, we're proud to announce that we've had over 1,400 people join Toastmasters International from the website alone, and we expect to have perhaps, we estimate conservatively, 7,500 people will join Toastmasters before the end of August, just because of this publicity. So out of a little stress and intrigue comes something good for Toastmasters International. That's just how it works. And I understand members of the press are just bombarding me with questions, but I am not allowed to answer them because without government clearance, I am not allowed to discuss this any further. At this point, the only thing I can say is, Mr. Toastmaster,